So I know some people were able to actually watch on Facebook. It was easier. My mom found it easier just to be on Facebook watching. So like she was doing that. So hello to everybody. It's Heidi and Jamie and our friends that are joining us here on Zoom/Facebook. So, and I can see we're live. I'm gonna try, got too many different things here. Trying to.
Yep, I'm looking. I'm getting.
You got it. I can see. All right. I'll try to. I'm gonna stay on Zoom so it's easier for me to admit people.
Okay.
And do that there. If you see anything coming up on Facebook, Jamie. But once again, here in Central Iowa, it is a whopping -6 today. And the wind is just a little brutal out there. So I'm not sure what it feels like. I haven't looked at my phone to see what it feels like out there, but it is absolutely not nice. It is a perfect day to stay in the sewing room. And yesterday we had a little bit of fun. For those of you who maybe didn't join in yesterday or seeing us today, had a little bit of fun just talking in the sewing room. And I suggested that everybody bring something for show and tell today. So Jamie, anything else I'm forgetting? This is a no agenda meeting again. There's absolutely
And there's no plan or rehearsal gone into it. So
that's right. There's absolutely no plan here. So who knows what's going to happen. And I'm going to try to keep admitting people if you're coming into Zoom. If you're watching us on Facebook and you are wondering, well, how do you get onto the Zoom? I've posted the link in a couple of different places. And maybe Jamie, you can post it in the comments again now that we're actually live. So that is good. I decided to wear my Christmas shirt today. One more day that I could wear it and get that. And I see Melanie coming on, and nice to have you today, Chris, to see you. So I love being able to see everybody now. So we talked about that today, that people could bring show and tell. So I did do some more sewing yesterday afternoon and a little bit more this morning. I did have to work a little bit, dang, I had to do a few things. But I'll show you my progress on my quilt. This is the center right here. This is the center. So I have 1/2 of it done for the inside part of the quilt. I've got the rest of the rows all stitched together, just have to add them on. And then I have more borders. And there's Virginia. She's busy sewing as well. Virginia, do you want to show what you're showing? No, not today. All right. She's still working on the Scrappy, and this is Happiness quilt. And then I'll show you too, Goldie is sewing on Brightly. So this is the Brightly quilt. And all the blocks from Brightly.
So they're using Love Notes. Wasn't that Love Notes? Some scraps from that one then?
Oh, yes, I do believe it was Love Notes.
The Feathered Friends collection that we had.
Yeah. So there's two blocks in that quilt. One is the star block, and then the other is the setting block that creates the triangle. They're using assorted backgrounds, it looks like, maybe in this one, maybe not, I don't know.
That's okay.
That one's, I think, completely scrappy. So anyway, so Jamie, do you want to do a little show and tell?
Well, I have them all spread out. I'm just still putting blocks together on what I was sewing yesterday. I got Stacy's project done, and I can still see today, if you were on yesterday, I had to put some eye drops in after I worked on it, but it's up by the door. Lincoln, her son's going to come pick it up, and so that is done. But yeah, so I know we kind of challenged if they didn't want to show a project they're working on, that they could show something else or not even a sewing related thing. So I'm curious if anybody has something like that as well.
Anybody want to jump in?
Can I hold up a picture to the screen and we'll see if it works?
Absolutely, Melanie.
Putting the binding on this quilt yesterday and I finally
Oh
got
yeah,
it done.
that was
It was
gorgeous.
so fun. It was so fun to put the binding on. It was not so fun in the middle, but
Now, I don't know where you found the pattern, but the
So,
original,
it's a free pattern. It's called Trail Mix and it's
Yep.
on All People Quilt.
yep,
Oh.
as I say, it was originally featured in American Patchwork and Quilting magazine. And I know
Oh.
that because I was the editor at the time. And Maybeth Oxenreider was the designer of that project. It's gorgeous. I've seen it done so many times. And it is just absolutely beautiful every time.
We had a quilt along in our quilt guild for it, and it was really fun to see how everybody has like a different feel to their stash. So like I used all my batiks, but there were other people who used like Kansas Trouble scraps, and it's just fun to see how it's different with everybody.
Mhm. Oh yeah, it can look very different. So that is awesome. Thank you for sharing. And Deb, did you go get something to share?
I did.
What are you going to share today?
Started, I accidentally learned about Zentangle. So I take YouTube classes this whole time. I just draw and it's so soothing. I just pulled this one.
Oh, it's
So I started making
lovely.
my own cards. I haven't purchased a card since then.
And we taught Zentangle classes at Hen and Chicks. Did you come and take any of those? I do not remember.
Oh,
And how did you are you self-taught? I mean, like, or did you go or did you take a class?
no, I partly self-taught and partly YouTube follower. I have got a couple artists on YouTube that I really like, in particularly Sandhya Mani from India. She's really a good teacher. And all of a sudden you're like, I drew that? Just little step by step. She makes it so simple. And also the Zentangle folks themselves, I follow their videos too. Sometimes they get out there a bit for me, and I'm not going to buy special things always. I just want cardstock and pens. That's good enough.
Yeah. What I loved about Zentangle when our teacher came to the store, and she was a certified Zentangle teacher, is that when you look at a single Zentangle, it's I think it's 5 strokes or less that make up the pattern, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It is very simple.
But it's when you put them all together that you end up creating something very, very interesting. Now I have to, since we're standing here and my notebooks are right here. So I have to say the Zentangle classes got me more interested in doodling per se, and doodling is not necessarily, it's funny how I work some Zentangle patterns into my doodles, but so like I've been doodling in books, and whatever book I have, I do a daily doodle. And so I've got books full of patterns, some more complicated, some more simple, because I love that. It's so much fun.
Yes. And I've been dabbling with chalk pencils. These are chalk pencils that I use. They're very easy to blend. And then
every once in a while I dabble in color, but I tend to like the just tonal at the moment better.
Yeah, I like that. I'm currently working on to stay away.
Very cool.
Sandhya's Magical Stars, and I'm on day 17 of 31. And there's a lot of color on those, a lot of watercolor I'm just
Yeah.
using paper, and so that makes it all wrinkly and funny. So I'm kind of backing down off of that paint, and I might paint them after I'm all done with it instead of trying to draw over ripples and bumps.
Yep. Yep. Well, very cool. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next? All right, Nancy Shar.
Sorry, and I just stuffed a cracker in my mouth.
Of course, that's always the way it works.
I've been working on these ornaments.
Are they're three-dimensional, aren't they?
It's on styrofoam, and then it's all no-sew.
Are those
So,
like folded prairie points on there?
yeah, on this one, this is the pine cone one here. And then I have this little bell,
Oh, that's cute.
and then
Those are great, Nancy.
Ohio Star, the basic star. I think this one's called Weather Vane. And then this is another Prairie Point one.
Beautiful.
In the fabric line, it's Robert Kaufman's Holiday Flourish.
Very cool.
Thank you.
And are you hanging those on your tree, or are you giving those as gifts?
Up in my studio, I actually bought a 4-foot mini white pre-lit tree. And so I'm making about 14 or 15 of these to put on that tree to decorate my room upstairs.
Love it. Love it. Thank you very
Thank-
much for sharing. And welcome to several more people. I love it. And good morning or good afternoon, Stacy, also from Hen and Chick Studio. How are you doing today, Stacy?
I'm good.
I bet you are glad to be home in your warm, cozy house because you had to get home, didn't you?
Yes. I'm glad to be home.
That is so good. Do you have something to show and tell, like what you were working on when you were gone?
I'd have to get it.
I do know she made a blanket while she was up there.
I know. That's why I thought she might have it with her.
Yeah, and we actually also worked on Holly's quilt a little bit. We got all the 9 patches done for her quilt. So, but
Yeah.
I'm getting dark here because I'm gonna get my blanket.
Okay, you get your blanket. And Stacy, I'm just gonna give a little shout out that if you are the praying type, please say a prayer for Stacy as she just finished a round of radiation for her cancer, and it just needs prayers for healthy futures. So we
Yeah, that
definitely want her to recover well from that.
Yes. So here's my blanket
Okay,
that we made. It's a Luxe. It has the Luxe, let's see, can I flip the camera? Yeah. It has the Luxe purple on the one side. And then the shorter, the other side.
oh, very cool.
I was very happy there too.
I was gonna say, they're nice and comfortable, especially on cold days like today,
Yes.
and it nice and soft. So that's wonderful that you and Holly were able to sew a little between your appointments. So that's wonderful. Good therapy, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. We were hoping to make it to another quilt store up there, but we did not make it.
The weather put a damper on that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, glad that you are home safe and sound.
Mhm.
All right. Who else has some show and tell?
I've been
All right, Lois.
I've been working on these. As you can see, they're from your store.
Oh, those
Yep.
look nice.
So
Yeah.
you took apart
Yes.
the oh girls, name the panel,
Is the
Yeah.
postcard Christmas.
Christmas postcards
Yeah.
or postcard Christmas. And you
Mhm.
took apart the postcards on the panel and then appliqued them onto towels.
Yes.
Oh, what a
Oh,
good idea.
The towels, I think, came from you guys too, but probably forgot about having them ever in the store because they were that old.
The red one, I think I have some red ones, just like it. And actually packaged still right down here on the shelf that I have yet to do anything with. So no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then this one too. I had 3 of them. They were fun.
Good. That's awesome. Simple. It's fun to see those ways that you
Yes.
can do something and make it simple but cute at the same time.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
are you gonna wrap those up and give them as gifts yet the next couple of days?
No, they're mine.
Oh, good for you. You know what? You gotta do something for you too. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Mhm.
It's a gift for yourself.
Yes,
Yes,
It
because you deserve the gift. At least that's what we keep telling ourselves over and over.
yeah. That's right.
That's right.
So,
I don't know, but Heidi, I'm gonna jump in because whatever quilt Victoria has behind her
oh,
is really cute. I don't know, is that what it is, but it looks like, is it Christmas, Victoria?
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay, because I've never done this before. So,
Okay, Victoria, before you keep talking, somehow your
Okay.
camera got shut off.
okay.
So now we can't see you. So do you see the start video button?
No.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna ask. I think I can. Oh, there you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
I know. So now can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you and see you.
Okay, good. This is a pattern that I just did it in Christmas fabric. I thought it looked like ornaments, so I just used Christmas fabric.
Well,
I
that's
can't
on
remember.
what I
I
thought
can't
it was.
remember the name of it.
It reminds me of those old glass Christmas ornaments. That's why I thought it was when it was behind you there.
I'll have to tell you what it is later. I can't remember.
No problem.
But look at this. I've been working on, see if I can do this.
Oh, yep. Yep, I know what you're working on. That's for about strip your stash.
I've been stripping.
Yeah. A good way.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I've got kind of a funny story to tell. You know, I made, I think 9 or 12, I can't remember, the Lux scarves for Christmas gifts. And my neighbor brought me over some cookies the other day and I gave her one and she was on her way to Wisconsin. And about an hour later, she called me and said, "Hey, can you make me 3 more of those scarves?" She says, "I'm going to give this one to my sister. And then I want to give a couple to her daughter-in-law." So I sent her a link and she ordered some fabric from you guys. So I thought that was hilarious.
That's awesome.
I
mean,
know.
They
that's
are,
really
that is awesome.
We're
Yeah,
actually
she
gonna
just
be-
loves them.
We're gonna be making a few of those here ourselves. And then in the next day, the time
I
is.
think we've got a couple left to make yet, don't we? Oh, we got them all made. All
They're
right.
super nice. Super nice.
Glad you're joining and trying this for the first time if you've never done this too. So
So look at this is my pink one.
and on a day like
Goes,
today, you can just wear
goes
it.
so good.
Yeah, looks good. Did you put the little pocket thing or the folder
Yeah.
on
Oh yeah.
so you could wear it both ways? Then nice.
Yep.
So if you guys haven't, if some of you haven't seen what Victoria is showing, we talked about it in one event, and then Jamie did a take home Tuesday specifically about the scarf. So if you want a little bit more instruction, but it is a really simple process. You know, the biggest tips are you got to pin some more, and when you think you're done pinning, pin even more, so that it doesn't slip around on you.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's a pretty pretty straightforward project to do, isn't it, Victoria?
Yes, it's real simple and you can get 3 scarves out of a yard of fabric, which makes it a really reasonably cheap. I hate to use that word, but because I mean, these are not, oh my gosh, they're just so gorgeous. I just love them. But that's a really good way to get 3 gifts out of a yard of fabric.
Right. So I mean, and I think the most expensive Lux we have, I'm going to say, is there one that's $25 a yard, maybe? But most of them are in the 22, 23, 24. So you're basically looking at $8, let's just say $8 a scarf.
Yep.
And so, I mean, it's again, it's affordable, and the
Right.
people who are going
There
to
you
get
go.
it are going to love it.
They did. She did. I mean, she just thought it was just gorgeous. So yeah, it was nice. So she wants to pay me to make her 3 more scarves. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'll charge her. It's not that hard. But
Well, I was gonna say, if you can give her your time and she pays for the materials, you know what? That's a win-win for everybody.
yeah. Yeah. So
Yep, good.
I'll
good
probably be
choice.
running down next week and getting the fabric.
Well, good. Well, we'll be open our normal hours next
Okay.
week after this lovely blizzardy weather we've been having. But next week we'll be open our normal hours.
Good.
So,
Okay.
yes. All right. And Marilyn, I see you're on screen. You got your camera and you wanted to show something. So do you want to go next?
Oh, yes, you have to unmute.
Oh,
Is she muted?
Are you muted, Marilyn?
One thing while she's finding that out, I put the link to the YouTube video or the Take Home Tuesday with the scarf
Perfect.
instructions, both in the chat here and on Facebook in the comments, if somebody's interested in finding that.
Good deal.
The- let's see.
All right. Is Marilyn figuring it? You need to figure out your sound. Well, can you show us, Marilyn, what you want to show us, and then type into the comments. Oh, look at the stockings. Those are wonderful.
Love it.
And they look like they're a crazy quilt block.
Yeah.
So that is wonderful. And she can maybe show us the pattern. From a book, it looks like. Oh, very fun. That's awesome to know where it came from. That's great. Thank you for sharing that, Marilyn. Wonderful. All right, who else has something to share? Did you notice my play on words? I did snow and tell instead of show and tell.
Yeah. And the something to share is a store, a little
That's
gift
right.
shop, Conrad. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I finished a project that's been going year by year, and can you see that Christmas tree?
Yes.
Yeah, so I bought it one year, I pieced it the next year, and I quilted it and bound it this year. So it was a 3-year Christmas tree, but we hang it on the
Sounds
front
reasonable
door.
to me.
Yeah, it was hung on the front door. It looks really cute. I'm just glad I got it done. So I hope nothing else takes that long this year.
That is good. And Susan, obviously, I know you've got an APQS. Are you busy this time of year doing projects for other people, or do you simply do your own work?
No, we went through some health issues with my husband, and then I broke my arm in August. So I totally built for myself, and I have so much to do, just with family stuff. I don't know.
Bet you do.
It's 24/7. I could be quilting all the time, but I just love my machine.
Yep, we do
So,
too. We love
yeah.
our machine too,
I
getting
know.
everything done.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. All right, who else has show and tell? And Jan, you've joined us. You always have something for show and tell. do you have any show and tell today?
I do. I had to update my Zoom. Been a long time since I had to do a Zoom call. So actually, I need to do the binding on something that I quilted at Hidden Chicks a couple weeks ago. And so rather than just sitting and watching, I thought I could be doing something. So anyway, this is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Buster from, I think it was maybe May 2001.
What's the
So
name of that one? I'm at a loss.
it's point.
Petite point.
Oh, Petite
Petite
Point,
Point, yep.
Petite Points, however we say it. Yes, that's
Well,
right. That's why I can't remember the name of it. See, I
Yeah.
don't want to say it wrong.
If it's French, it's petit point. So whatever.
Oh, there you go. I like it, the accent.
Me,
Petit
Jan.
point.
Yeah.
So working on this and, just kind of staying warm. I started cutting out the background for that hat hooray this morning, and ooh, there's some little tiny pieces in that. I thought I need to get organized here so I don't lose anything. Put things in the scrap that I don't mean to put in the scrap. So that's what I'm up to.
Well, that's good. And Hat Hooray is the next sew along that we're doing. We're calling it the Top It Off sew along.
Yeah.
And there's, of course, we could go anyway, but we're using the Terry Atkinson pattern. So it's a purchased pattern, $10 if you haven't purchased it already. And then Jamie and I on Thursdays in January are going to be doing a live each Thursday, kind of breaking that quilt down. You can start just like Jan is right now, and that's awesome, Jan. I love it. Maybe you'll get 2 of these done too. You got 2 of the last one done. No, not gonna.
I don't think it's in my plans, but it is interesting. I have a remnant of a wide back that I'm using for my backing. So, it's kind of like that works out to come up to the 3 yards like I need. And so it'll be kind of fun to do something a little different that way.
Good. Yeah. Thank you for getting on and updating your Zoom so we could see what you're working on. All right, who else would like to do show and tell? And as the next person is being brave enough to come forward, anytime you want to really do show and tell, go to our creative community on Facebook and post there, because the group just loves getting to see all of the projects and getting to hear the stories behind them, kind of things. So if you're not already a member of our Facebook community, the creative community, please ask to join. There's just a couple of questions. We just want to know a little bit about you, and anyway, you can have fun there. And Goldie, do you want to show what you're doing? Okay, I'll show. So Goldie and Virginia are always trying to use up scrap. So they're sewing on multiple quilts at a time. So they've got 3 going right now. And this has 2 different shades of pink and this blue here. It's some of our Friday Frenzy fabrics. And they have a 3-yard quilt pattern from Front Porch Quilts in Walker, Minnesota. So it's not one of the 3-yard books that we carry, but that's the general gist of it, is the blocks will all be like that.
Heidi,
Yes.
I'm working on a 3-yard quilt also. I almost have the binding sewn on. Can you see me?
And can you show us?
Yes, it's still under the machine, but there it is.
Very nice.
It's got winter snowman on it.
Which 3-yard quilt book are you using for that one?
Quilts in a jiffy.
Well,
And for some of you who don't know, Julie is Jamie's mom. I sort of feel like it's the Brady Bunch. Like I should be, we should be going through, but Julie is Jamie's mom. So we've even got multi-generational attendees today.
Yeah.
For sure.
Love it.
Here, I'll show something else. I actually brought something to show and tell, and it was kind of, it's my mom actually did it. So, but I love how we always share different ideas, like the ornaments with the pine cone, seeing the different things that you made with the ornaments, the pine cone, the different stars, the folding of the fabric. So this one is very special. My mom made, I don't know how many you made of them last year, Mom, but maybe it inspires somebody. This is what she gave us for Christmas last year. And this is some of my dad's ties, and she made, how many did you make, Mom? You gotta put your unmute yourself again.
Okay, I made 12.
Okay, so she made 12 of them. So these are, I just thought it's an ingenious way, maybe somebody else would be inspired by that too. So she just took the ties and cut them. I don't know how she did it all. And this is one of my dad's shirts. Mine doesn't have an ink stain on it though, but still has the buttons on it. And then on the back, she embroidered, if you can read it, "Blessed be the tie that binds." So I thought that was cute. It sits on my chair by the front door, but maybe that was my little show.
That's
and
super sweet.
I didn't make it, but I was showing and telling it. So yeah. She was
And isn't it fun to have keepsakes like that? That you know, that you can glance at any time and have fond memories of.
and bring a
of the
smile to
person.
your face, that's for sure. Yeah, and all of it. But there's always, it's interesting to see what people come out and the different ideas that people have. So that's part of what we're doing with the show and tell, is just different ideas and seeing the different things too.
Yeah. With the ink stain on the, and that's just only,
Yeah. Mom's audio is cutting out, but my sister's pillow has a pocket with it. Dad always carried a pen in his pocket, so the ink stain is still on the pocket on the pillow. So it's just kind of fun to see that too. But yeah. So yeah, it was great.
Who else has show and tell? We've got a couple people who haven't done anything,
Yeah.
showed anything. Deanna, do you have anything to show and tell today?
I'm cutting out quilts and putting them in plastic totes. And I'm to take to Florida when I go to Florida for the month of March. That way they're already cut and I can just sew.
That's a great way to do it. That's absolutely great. And then you don't have to take all the, as much cutting equipment. You can
Right,
focus more on the sewing. That's wonderful.
right. And I can open the windows because it's going to be nice and sunny and not cold like today.
And what particular project are you cutting?
It is various fabrics that I've had for years. And I'm just pulling them off the shelf and I'm picking out a pattern and that's what I'm going to make.
Cool. Very cool. All right. Does anybody else have show and tell?
And I don't know if those are pajamas or not, but I want them. I want your shirt. I love them.
Is there moose on them? Oh, Deanna, you went back on mute. There you
Yeah.
go.
It's a pair of jammies type long underwear that I bought in Alaska
Oh, that is
Stacy.
so
and I
cool.
love them. I
That's
know,
why-
I don't wear them very often, but
Cute.
Okay, so here's the random question for today. Yesterday I was asking about, you know, like treats. Do you wear shoes when you're sewing or no shoes or slippers? Like I always have my my hard sole slippers. These are my house shoes.
Yep, me too. You can't see it, but my slippers, they're hard soled too, but they actually have sparkle in them. You probably can't see them, but you know, I always say every girl needs some sparkle. So even my slippers have some sparkle.
I wear heavy flipper socks.
Oh, there you go. Slipper socks. Everybody's
Yeah.
always different.
Barefoot.
Oh, those are cute. Are those clogs? Wool? Are they wool? Cloggy things?
Yeah, they're the halflingers.
Okay,
I use them for quilting. They're great for standing.
are they? Well, you need
I-
that.
Well, all day. I don't take them off till I get ready to relax for the evening.
Sounds good. And you can always type in the comments if you want. If you don't want to show it's on your feet, you don't have to. I just was thinking about that and thought, I wonder what everybody else is wearing. Awesome. All right. Any other questions today or comments? And Jamie, are you seeing anything on Facebook that we need to address?
No, I don't think so. Just watching. Yep, very good.
Okay, we're good. All right. How about here on the Zoom? Any of you have got any questions you want to ask Jamie or I or Stacy now that she's on too? All of us chicks?
I have one.
Yes, Deb.
So this quilt that I'm currently working on requires a large border, and I don't have enough fabric of anything for a large. So if I were to send a picture, can you help me select that, or so I can order it on?
Sure.
Because
Absolutely.
it's gonna be
Absolutely. Yep. So you have no problem. And I will give out my cell phone number so that if there's any other random people that are hearing it, my phone number is public in many places, so it's not a secret. You can text to my cell phone, which is 641-751-3395. Please make sure that if you do text me, that you tell me who you are as you're texting, because otherwise I'm like, don't know who this person is. Always glad to help, but I'll have to shoot a text back to say, who is this? So, but have no problem if you text me an image, even if I'm not in the store that particular day, or if I need, Stacy or Jamie to help me, I can get it to them. But my phone number is public through my other business and stuff, so I'm never worried about any random texts or calls kind of thing.
okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're glad to help. I mean, and we can take pictures and, shoot them back to you kind of thing too. So,
Hey Heidi,
yes.
this is a good day to clean out that bobbin case and take the cover off and clean all that lint and junk out underneath. I think we failed to do that and to oil our machines, especially this time of year.
I would agree. That the more we sew, and isn't it funny how you can start to hear how a machine sounds different if it has that gunk in there?
And especially if you've been sewing on a lot of cuddle or flannel. Oh my goodness, it's a surprise.
Yep. It is always good. That's a great tip today, Julie, especially if you've got a few extra minutes today to get that extra gunk out of there. If you're busy sewing, that's a very good thing to do.
Why not? It's a good day to clean up.
Yes. Oh, and absolutely. Our furnaces are working hard, that changing the filters on those. Our furnace can't even keep up. And my husband even started the fireplace to try to take pressure off the furnace, and it's still, it's not enough right now. It's so cold. That wind is just coming through.
Something that I've been doing in the last year anyway, with the new machine is I keep a note card actually by both my machines, and always write down when I change the needle and clean it out, because otherwise it really can get away from you. And a long time ago, I used to live on a farm, and I had a machine in a stand-up case, and I went to sew and it just wasn't working. And so I tipped the machine back, and there's tons of lint in there. So I got some tweezers. Well, along with the lint, I pulled out a nest of baby mice. And yeah, and a waste basket right there. So they all like plopped into there. And so, yeah, I kind of paid more attention to my machine after that. Really disgusting, but there were lots of mice in that farmhouse anyway. So it wasn't a surprise, but they'd been busy. If only they'd have been sewing for me, like in a Disney movie. Something
And it is such, needles are so inexpensive that it's an absolutely, treat yourself to a new package of needles. Cause let me tell you, for what those needles cost, it is definitely safe, and much safe for you. I mean, I'll say, and better for sewing. So yeah. Any other show and tell this morning or this afternoon? I keep saying morning, but it really is afternoon.
I was waiting for Jamie to come out and start singing the song from Cinderella, but
There, look at, she came back.
What am I singing?
you missed singing Cinderella's song when she's sewing on the dress.
Oh, well, I thought maybe Lincoln was here because Lola started barking, but Lincoln wasn't here
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Yeah. I'm always about singing.
That is right.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Any other questions or show and tell, or are we good for today?
Stacy, I'm just thinking about Olaf now in the snow. Some people probably don't even know. I don't know if they know who Olaf is, but from Frozen.
Yeah.
And in summer, do-do, do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be singing
And
all day long.
Victoria, did you have another question?
No, I was saying goodbye.
Oh, very good. Very good. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Merry Christmas to
And
everybody.
yeah, I don't know. Part of me says that whether there's a blizzard or not, we may have to do this again. Because it is certainly fun to get to see your faces and to hear what you're doing and see what you're up to. So we won't do any obviously in the next few days. But maybe in 2023 we'll have a meet and greet or something, whether there is a snow outside or not.
Yeah, it is snowy. And I would be curious with the people that are on here too, if they would go to our Facebook community and just shoot a picture of what it looks outside your window. Because I've seen.
Oh,
it
that
from
would be
my
very
family.
good.
My mom and my brother in Minnesota, my sister in Des Moines, all sent a picture of outside their windows, what it looked like. So that'd be fun if our Facebook community.
Oh, that's a very good idea
looks
for
like.
everybody. Yes, to go to our Facebook community and upload a picture of what it looks like outside. I can do that as well.
And that person that's on a beach somewhere, Connie Keller and her flip flops, posting that.
That's
would
right.
make me feel so much better.
That's exactly right.
Hey,
Oh,
Jamie,
well,
Hold on. Yeah, Victoria.
I just wanted to say, I put the name of the book that this quilt is from on Facebook.
Okay, gotcha.
See, you can
good.
look it up if you're interested.
Sure. I was just curious what it was. So thank you. Yep, I
You're
got
welcome.
it. I see it now.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, hey, from everybody here at Head and Chick Studio, we certainly love our customers and hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and holiday week here. And like I said, we will be back in full swing on Monday at the store.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your friends and family, whatever you're doing, near or far.
Yeah.
Mary, back to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.